Hey everybody, welcome back into the fruit farm. My name is Fruitsies, and today we're going to be going over the Eight of Wands. So for the Eight of Wands, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to be going over all of the different pictures that we do see from different tarot decks and kind of seeing anything that really stands out to us. Maybe some things that are really catching our eyes just based on looking at the card artwork, and then we'll go a little bit more into depth about the card's meaning in a more of a textual sense. So let's get started. All right, so we have here three different Eights of Wands. We'll start off first with a Dark Mansions Tarot, and for this Eight of Wands that we have here, we do see somebody who's just riding. They look like a male person, which I think is really cute, where they are also having one of those male carrier bags, and they're in the middle of the sky, so they're flying through with all Eights of Wands, and they have a black cat right there in the middle. To me, this is coming across to me like they're in the middle of emotion. Things are kind of happening really fast. Things are constantly moving. There is no stopping. These are things where are just flying by. And so this is giving me a lot of motion within the picture itself. And then the person that looks in here, it looks very excited. It looks like they're moving with a purpose. They're moving with a clear direction of where they're trying to go and what they're trying to do, which I think with their outfit and with the tote bag that they have here for the male really adds more of that purpose of what they're trying to do. Here in the Mystical Manga Tarot, what we have here is for our Eight of Wands, we do see a pair of hands here that are just letting go of all these wands. And the really thing that's interesting is that this is also taking place in the middle of the sky where you're looking out into the ocean, but these wands are getting dropped from the sky. And I feel it's really interesting because once you let something fall or you let something drop, things just flow, things just kind of happen in one big emotion. And that's kind of the feel that I'm getting a lot from this card. It's kind of just things happening in motion, just letting things go, not grabbing onto something. Just kind of letting things be as they are and let things stay on their course and on their track. And for this Eight of Wands from the Crystal Visions deck, we do see 8 unicorns, which I think is a very unique and interesting take into looking at the wands, where the wands are incorporated into the unicorn horns themselves. And these are different unicorns that are galloping through. Different contrast from what we have of the other two cards is that this right here is not focused so much on being in the sky or being in the air and kind of having that flow, but rather it's more of a going forward and just kind of going and making things happen. Here with the Eight of Wands, we are seeing just kind of 8 unicorns going around, and I do feel like with the motion that they're doing, it's almost like similar to what you will see like in that scene of The Lion King, where you're kind of going through a stampede, except it's just a stampede of unicorns happening where all of them are in motion, all of them are going to one specific place, and they're trying to get there and move fast. So now we have here with a little book of tarot written by Barbara Moore, we're going to be going over the individual cards and kind of seeing what do we get in the sense of its text of what it's trying to give us. Here in particular, we have this card from the Animal Totem Tarot, where you have the horse, very similar to what we had in our Crystal Visions Tarot, and it has 8 stakes or 8 wands that we have here. That is kind of traveling at a really fast speed, where we're getting this sense of motion of what we're happening. And then for what we have here on our Eight of Wands, it says for our keywords, it says speed, travel, messages, things running smoothly, expected results. And it says if the Eight of Wands turns up, the message is clear. Things will turn out exactly as they were designed to. That is, events that have been set in motion will reach their logical outcome. If you planned well, things will move quickly in the right direction. What if the direction is not what you want? With things moving so fast, changing things will create chaos. So it might be wiser to let things play out and deal with the consequences when things are calmer. And for the tarot tip, it has here resetting your deck. And for the tip that we have here is this: if your reading feels confused, try resetting your deck by putting your cards in order. Most people use this order: Major Arcana, 0 to 21 first, followed by their suits: Wands, Cups, Swords, and Pentacles, Ace through Tens, Page, Knight, Queen, and King. Then you get the great pleasure of shuffling a lot in order to re-randomize your cards. And I feel like there has been times where I would do tarot readings and the reading would just seem very confusing to me. So this can be even a good advice of where if you're just kind of getting that vibe and getting that feel, don't be afraid to just kind of restart your entire deck and start putting them all in order as they came when you open them right out of the package, and then just reshuffle them all together. It's not a bad thing if you're doing a tarot reading and you're getting a little bit thrown off with what is happening and you're not making a whole lot of sense of what's happening. That is something that I've experienced many times, and this is perhaps a really good tip for me to follow as well. And then for our instant answer, it says, dot your I's and cross your T's because the details will matter a lot very soon. And so with this, we're really getting a good sense of what this card means. And if this is content that you really are enjoying with our little card reviews, feel free to go ahead and to leave us a comment down below and kind of seeing what are some things that are standing out to you about this Eight of Wands. Also, don't be afraid to explore this a little bit more on your own terms by having a tarot journal. You know, what if you have these Eights of Wands and in the readings they show up as reversed? You know, what is that trying to tell you? What is that trying to do for us? What is something that now we have this base knowledge and understanding of what the card means? What are we supposed to do now coming up? If this is the kind of content that you really are enjoying, feel free to hit that subscribe button as we do more of these card reviews. And we do these live card reviews on Twitch and as well as tarot readings at twitch.tv/fruitsies. And in the meantime, stay fresh.